सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। विश्वं दर्पणदृश्यमाननगरी तुल्यं निजान्तर्गतम् पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यस्साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम्। तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये। बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरो जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः माया कल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतम्। मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नम इदं श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये। विजृम्भयति. So Vijrumbhayati Srijati. The one who creates, and also Vijrumbhanam is also projection. So the one who projects out of himself, that's what he is telling here. Yaha Vijrumbhayati. This Jagat, Idam Jagat. Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayidam Sri Dakshina Murtaye. That is the Vakya. So here, Yaha Vijrumbhayati. What? Idam Jagat. Idam Jagati Yaha Vijrumbhayati. Idam Shabdartha is the Jagat. The meaning of the word Idam, this is Jagat. Anything you can objectify, including your body, mind, sense complex, which you can objectify, and this, including this, the entire Jagat is Idam Shabdartha. So, that is the meaning of the word Idam. This Jagat, this entire Jagat, including the body, mind, sense complex, Karya Karana Sanghata, Idam Jagati Yaha Vijrumbhayati Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namayidam. Obviously, he is talking of Ishvara. So, what kind of Jagat Vijrumbhayati? It is, he points out, a Jagat which was unmanifest before. Creation presupposes the presupposes either total absence which is created, or it was there not in this particular form. Some people hold, Vaisheshika and Yayikas hold, it was not there and that is created. What was not there, asan gataha eva, that is why it is called Arambhavada. Arambhavada means a school of thought, Vadaha, a contention, which holds that the world is a beginning. Any creation is a new beginning. Beginning because it was not there before. Therefore, this Gata Utpatti, Gataha, when you say, it is Gata Pragabhava Pratiyogi. This is the whole language. This is the language. When you say Gata Sanne, Gataha is, pot is. The existence of the pot is the Pratiyogi, the opposite of its own absence. So, its own absence, so Pragabhava Pratiyogitvam is there for the Gata. Gata was not there before, and this is the opposite of absence of its prior non-existence. The opposite of the prior non-existence is better. Opposite of prior non-existence is correct, really. So the prior non-existence is called Pragabhava, and the prior non-existence comes to end when the pot is born. In other words, what he says, pot is an object by itself. It is an object. It is not, as we say, it is mithya. It is an object which was not there before created. This we question. How can you say from the pot is created means, does it include a cause or not? Does it imply a cause or not? If it implies a material cause and also a nimitta karana, an efficient cause. Nimitta karana, let us call it efficient cause. It's not a correct meaning. The nimitta is nimitta. That's all. It's efficient and all that we just give a meaning. We give a word, efficient cause. We understand as nimitta karana. The maker. That's why I use the word maker and forget about the word. So this efficient cause, I don't understand what is this efficient cause. I have a problem with that word efficient. But everybody uses that. So the maker is involved, material is involved. And the maker is different from the material. And the material, suppose, is involved in the creation of the pot. Then you can say, so the pot was, how can you say, was non-existent totally? Unless it is entirely different from the material. And suppose if the material itself is in some other form, samsthana vishesha. It's called samsthana vishesha. There is a certain peculiarity in the form. The clay was also in a certain form, and that form has gained a certain change. That's all the whole pot is. This is called samsthana vishesha. So mridaha, for the clay, there is a certain samsthana vishesha, the change in a peculiarity in its form, therefore it is called pot. That peculiarity is a little different, then it becomes a lid. It becomes a cup, it becomes a jar, becomes a vase. So all these are nothing but clay. It's only samsthana vishesha, this is what we say, vikara namadeya. Therefore, you cannot say a non-existent pot came into being as an object. It is not a padartha. It is not an object as such, because I can't see a pot without seeing clay. If it is a clay pot, I can't see a clay pot without seeing clay. And I cannot have the plot also, have the pot also, taking away the clay. So there is no such thing as pot coming into being from nowhere. The pot is a potential. Every form is a potential. And therefore this form, like every form means the cup form, the lid form. All these forms are potentials in the clay. How you shape. And therefore, so it is mithya. Iti, that Arambhavada is dismissed. And there are a few other vadas. All these vadas are dismissed in this verse, really speaking. Every word stands for that. Therefore he says, Idam Jagate Bijasya Antaha Ankuraha iva. An Ankura means a sprout, the tree. Sprout, generally when you say, you should take the sprout to its full extent. The whole tree, starting from being a sprout. So the whole tree, this Ankuraha, is there within the bija or not? A question is asked. If the tree is a non-existent tree, how from this bija the tree can come? If in the bija, in the seed, the tree does not exist, then you don't need a seed to produce a sprout, to produce the tree. Correct? You don't need the seed at all. So you need the seed. And there again, any seed is of no use for a given sprout, for a given tree. And therefore, from a seed like a tamarind seed, you have only a tamarind sprout. Even though the sahakaris are there, varieties of other things are necessary. Like you require light, the sun, light, sun energy, solar energy. Then you require earth, and not only earth, and also require water, air. All these are factors necessary for the sprout to take place. If I provide all these factors, themselves don't produce a mango tree. And these factors are all provided, but mango tree doesn't come because it needs the mango seed. And therefore the mango seed alone has this mango tree as a potential. And it comes into being with in certain conditions, under certain conditions. Those conditions are called secondary necessity causes, but the main cause for the tree is only the seed. So from the seed, if the tree comes, only a given tree comes, not any other tree. It doesn't take great buddhi to understand that the tree is there in the seed in a different form. So in a different form, when we say, what does it mean? Well, the sentence means in an unmanifest form. So unmanifest form, if you say, in a subtle form. So the unmanifest is not available in the form that we generally see a tree. In that form, it is not there. In the seed, everything that is going to happen in the tree later, they are all there in a sukshma form. This is also samsthana vishesha, understand? Therefore, the sukshma, the subtle form, also is a samsthana vishesha. Later, another samsthana vishesha. Sprout is one samsthana vishesha. A seedling, another samsthana vishesha. A plant, a samsthana vishesha. And a grown-up tree is samsthana vishesha. So thus you find it is samsthana vishesha alone. We call that there is one is a creation, the other is the cause. Therefore, the cause is nothing but an unmanifest form of the effect. So it is a potential. And under certain conditions, then the potential gets tapped, that is the srishti. So that is where, so there is a certain knowledge is involved and certain order is involved. That is where Ishvara is involved. Understand? That's where this putting together, so is involved. And therefore, without Ishvara, there is no way of, so this thing to take place there, because all these Visheshas are necessary. Who decided that? So there is a certain order that is there. And therefore, idam jagate, this jagat, prak, srishte prak. The prak is srishte. Before it came into being in the form it is experienced by you today. So before it came into being, it was nirvikalpam asit. Nirvikalpam. Nirvikalpa means what? Without any differentiation. So now you are able to differentiate. This is space, this is air in space, and this air also, this is oxygen, this is carbon dioxide. And then again, this is fire, this is water, this is earth, this is a tree, this is a rock. Like this, these are all vikalpas. So there is vijatiya vikalpas. Vijatiya vikalpa means, so the divisions from species to species. then there is a division within the species itself. Like, so tree, if you say, then the botany, that comes under botany. Then there are not only trees, there are plants and vines, etc. There are different members constituting a given jati species. This is called sajati. They're all Veda, Vikalpa. Then Swagata Veda. In the tree itself, there is a trunk, there is bark, there is a taproot, there is a root system secondary, and then you have branches and you have leaves, etc. So this goes on and on. There are different varieties, there are different things that constitute a tree. That is called Swagata Veda. So these are called Vikalpas. So this Jagat it has got Vaichitriyam. Vaichitriyam means varieties of Visheshas are there. And they are understood linguistically as substantives and attributes. Substantives and attributes. They are purely linguistic. It's not really truth. Linguistically, a noun and an adjective. Tree is a noun, that is a substantive. Tall tree, live tree. Like this, so there is a Vishesha. So this is what we call the Vishesha Vedas. With all these differences, we have a Jagat here, the Jagat which is even at the micro level, there are different types of particles that are there, and therefore, so it is full of Visheshas. So these Visheshas, all of them, and the Vishesha and the Visheshya iti, how we understand, the substantive and attribute iti, and all this, and also Kriya. Kriya, action, activity is there, and actions are there in the Jagat. So then again, then suppose the Vayu, Vati, it keeps moving, water keeps flowing, finding its own level, so the light keeps traveling, and therefore in a certain speed. All these are activities. So activities also are there, natural activities are there, and the geological activity is taking place all the time, and therefore, so there is not a moment when there is no action. All the planets are all moving, all these are activities, plus your own small activity, understand? So the Karyakarana Sanghatas, the living organisms also are active. So all these are there. Therefore here, Jati, Guna, Kriya, and Sambandha, the connection, cause effects, connection, varieties of connections that are there. All these are, all these form the Jagat. This is what we call Vikalpa, Savikalpa. So this Jagat, which has got Vikalpa, which has got all these varieties, so this Jagat, Idam Jagate, Asit. Asit means what? Was. This Jagat was. Jagat was. Jagat is not, was not. Understand? This Jagat was. There is a difference between this Jagat, not was not. Is not was not Jagat came into being. Was Jagat came into being. Sadeva Soumya Idam Agra Asit. That Idam Agre Asit. Sat Eva. This is Samanadikaranyam. Means Idam Jagat Asit. Was there as its cause, as not separate from its cause. Sadeva Asit. Idam Jagat. This is the Vakya. Shruti Vakya alone here. So is the basis for this. And therefore this Jagate, Idam Jagate, Nirvikalpam Asit. Prak, it has to be so. Nirvikalpam Asit. When there is any creation, before it came into being, it was Nirvikalpa only. I mean, therefore, all these pot world, let us take, the pot, the pots, the lids, etc., all these cups and so on, all these are Visheshyas are there, but all these Nirvikalpam Asi, in the Mrit Rupena, in the form of Mrit alone, Nirvikalpam Asi. This Gata is what you call this Mrinmayam Jagat. This Mrinmayam Jagat, this Mrit created Jagat, clay created Jagat, so Nirvikalpam Asit in the causal form. Similarly here also, this Idam Jagate Asit Nirvikalpam, like what? Bijasya Antaha Ankuraha Iva. That is the example. Like even in the seed, how the entire tree remains Nirvikalpa, undifferentiated. If you break the seed, a mango seed, big seed it is. Leave alone the small seeds like a seed of a fig or any ficus group. There the seed is very, very small. And let us not worry about that. Take the mango seed, which is generally big, and the big seed or a coconut seed. You find any coconut tree there. There is no coconut tree. There is no mango tree, no trunk, no leaf, no indication. No indication of any of them. In any seed it is like that. And therefore, so in the causal status, you don't find the things that are going to come later, including a child, etc. So thus you find in the causal status of anything, there is no differentiation whatsoever. And that you can't find this part of it would turn leaves, this part of it would turn branches, this would be the secondary root. You are not able to really decode in spite of all the research that is going on. Still, it is not mapped. But still, even if you are able to make an inference, but only we have to say it is in an undifferentiated form. Correct? In an undifferentiated form. It is not distinguishable at all. Therefore, Nirvikalpam Asit Idam Jagate, like even Bijasya Ankuraha Iva. And naturally, from this bija, niyamena, as a rule, if a tree has to come, understand, there is some knowledge involved here. There is a certain knowledge involved here. And therefore, so do you know what? When the conditions are provided, that itself is order. Conditions are provided, the earth is there, and what kind of earth with salila? It is wet enough, and then then there is a sprout. The tree, before the sprout, what does it do first? First, as it sprouts and it knows that it has to stand for lifetime, and therefore it puts a root down. Small little thing. Then grows, grows, grows. So it has to grow in order to grow. The tree to grow on the surface, it has to, in reverse proportion, this has to also grow. Grow to some extent where it finds all the things that are necessary for that tree. And it is very selective also. On the earth, there are many things are there. And there are a lot of things. So it takes only those things that are necessary to make a mango tree. And next to that is in the same pot, you put another plant, another seed, and it takes only the tamarind seed, the tamarind tree comes. And this is mango seed. One produces mango sweet, the other one produces tamarind sour. Same from the earth. So much knowledge is involved. And it has got its own what you call maryada. So it follows its own maryada, means its own limit, and to retain its own species. Amazing it is. With a small, little programming is there, and that is it can mutate a little bit. It can change a little bit. Within a range there can be mutation. And therefore, because that is for its own preservation, survival, and thus you find that there is so much knowledge involved. And we don't see anybody making it, We don't see anybody making it. But still, this karya implies so much knowledge. Therefore, yat karyam tat sakartrikam. We have to say that there must be a karta. That is why bijasya antaha. It is like a pot, The pot, of course, is made by man. Therefore, pot is not given the example. Pot is something which is made by man. The spider web is made by a spider, intelligent spider. The nest of a bird is made by an intelligent bird. All these are available for our appreciation. So only an intelligent being involved. That much is enough. So if intelligent being involved, like any of them, this tree also implies an intelligent being. That example we give to establish an intelligent being. But who is that intelligent being? Locally not available. Understand now? That is why bijasyantaha ankuraha. So, who is that intelligent being? Karyam all right, but who is that intelligent being? That's what is established here. Therefore, so the Bijankura is generally cited for that purpose. Why? Because all other things, in order to establish that yet karyam, that anything that is created, intelligently put together, needs a cause, an intelligent cause, a maker. So for this, you give an example like a pot, like a spider's web, and all that we give. The spider's web has got its own purpose to serve. But then that you can use. Then afterwards, then these are all causes that we know. Who makes the spider's web? Who makes that nest? We know all that. But here, we don't know. That is why the presumption here, the presumption is helpful in assimilating what the Shruti says. The Shruti says that Saha akamayata, only one cause it talks about, only one cause, and not only one cause it talks about there is not only one cause, in fact the effect is not separate from the cause, therefore there is no real cause or effect. This is how the Shruti goes on and on, understand? It doesn't stop and draw a line, it just keeps going all the way. And therefore, Shruti is the statement here. Is the pramana here. Sadeva saumya idamagra asid. Ekamevadvitiyam. That ekamevadvitiyam is pointed out nirvikalpam. Bijasya antaha. iva. Nirvikalpam asit idam jagati. Then bijasya antaha ankuraha iva. So this an ankuraha which is within the bija, how it is nirvikalpa, undifferentiated, so too idam jagat asit prak. Sritehe prak, before. మొట్టమొదట్లో ఆదిలో ఆసీత్. Then what happens? Then it came into being. Here it came into being, instead of saying this punaha, one single word. It creates a wonderful, the whole thing becomes very clear because of that punaha, again. That means what? Again means what? Like even before. Therefore, you by one word punaha, again, you are the author reveals the cyclic nature. Again. That means previously also nirvikalpam asit, it came into being. Again became nirvikalpa. Again it begins. It comes to be differentiated. Again it comes differentiated. It is a cycle. No beginning. It has no beginning. Punaha. Punaha. Here, punaha chitrikritam. Punaha chitrikritam. Chitrikritam means it is made into many. Chitrikritam. All embroidered Jagat. It's an embroidery. Jagat is an embroidery upon Satchidatma. Satchit are the strands. They are the thread, as it were. In embroidery, one thing is, in painting there is a canvas, there was a color separate. In embroidery, even though we can forget the color, color is there. So in embroidery, the very yarn, the very thread is the picture. Correct? The very thread is the picture. Avladhan example. Adukku mela kediyadhu. Very thread is the picture. No, you can't deny there is the picture that is there. There is a picture. But then the whole embroidered Jagat is nothing but thread. There's the sun, clouds, it's all embroidered. Clouds, down below, mountains, ocean, beach, beings, animals, birds, all these embroidered Jagat Chitra. That's Chitrikritam. So Jagat Chitra is there. Then you begin from one end, pull the thread. You keep on pulling the thread. What happens? Sun is gone. When the clouds are gone, then the bird is this one. It's called bird. It does not do anything. That's enough. Because at that distance you don't see anything except this. Therefore, birds are gone. All birds are gone. The mountain top is gone. Whole mountain body is gone. The trees are gone. Tree tops are gone. Tree is gone. The river is gone. The ocean is gone. The bank is gone. The persons are gone. And there is one fellow is looking at it. There itself. There is the only fellow is there. That fellow also is gone. What is there? Na Satchit Atma. That is the Satchit Atma. So this Satchit Atma is Satyam, which was already pointed out before. This is all Chitrikritam. Like even Swapna Jagat. It is in the Satchidatma alone Chitrikrita. But there is a person who did the embroidery. No? There is a Maya Shakti. That's why embroidery, because it's done always by a woman, understand? There's a woman behind every embroidered piece, woman. Have you ever seen a man doing that? If he is doing, then you should. You should see him walking, you will understand. And therefore, what I say, so this is what I say, that you require that Maya Shakti. This embroidery is done by whom it is done? By Miss Maya. Miss Maya alone. Maya is what? Bhagavat Shakti. Maya is not anything. So Maya is not, this is Maya that makes you free. It is Maya that binds you to. That vritti that gives you knowledge is Maya. The vritti that takes place because of which you gain knowledge means you shed ignorance about the Atma, that is Maya. Within Maya alone. Your buddhi is Maya. And the vritti is Maya. And therefore binding vritti also is Maya and releasing vritti also is Maya. That's why we worship Shakti, Jnaneshwari. Maya. She can bind you and she can release you. That is the Bhagavat Shakti. Maya Shaktya. This is Aishwarya Shakti. Ishwara Shakti it is. Therefore, Maya Shaktya. Mayavi is the Ishwara, because of which Maya he is called Mayavi. Otherwise, he is Param Brahma. Ishvara means Maya is there. You don't say Ishvara plus Maya. Ishvara means Brahman plus Maya. And therefore, that Mayavi is Parameshwara. The Parameshwara Shakti alone is called Maya. And Swasha Maya, by Maya, Mayaya, Kalpita. Kalpita means that which is apparently created. Apparently created, that's all Kalpita. Srishta ityartaha, apparently created. Maya Kalpita, Deshakala Kalana, Vaichitra Chitri Kritam. So Desha Kala, Desha, place, Kala, time, every object is Desha Kala Avachinna. Desha Kala Avachinna. Avachinna means, so that is it is conditioned, qualified by Desha and Kala. Therefore, what is Jagat? Desha Kala Avachinna. What you say Jagat means the various things in the Jagat. All these objects in the Jagat, they all have this Kalana Sambandha. Tena, Deshakala Sambandha. For everything that is there is Deshakala Sambandha. Place and time. Deshakala Kalana Tena Sambandhena Kalanena Deshakala Sambandhena. This, with this time space, so is a very important thing which itself is created by Maya. Now you can understand here, the modern physics, not modern physics, classical physics, till Einstein, it was considered, time was considered absolute, space was considered absolute. Here, space and time are nothing but Maya Kalpitam. You know, Einstein Rishi had to come to point out whatever Newton had told, a few other things they hold water still. But basic concepts have to undergo change. Still, Newtonian certain other laws, etc. will work. Not a problem. Basic concepts have to undergo a change. Now here, Maya Kalpita. This is Shruti. So Mayaya alone. So Mayam tu Prakritim Vidyat. Mayanam tu Maheshwaram. This Maya is, so he is the one that consisting of Shukla, this Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, and that is Maya. Iti Shastra talks about that Maya, and therefore Maya Shaktya Kalpitau Desha Kalau. This Desha and Kala, space and time. And the space-time sambandha must be there for anything that is here. And therefore, so, Desha-kala sambandha, and thereby, this Vaichitriyam Jagat, this Jagat which has got Vaichitriyam variety, and that was Chitrikritam. It was Chitrikritam in a different, with all the Visheshas, with all the substantives, all the Visheshas such as all the peculiarities that are there, with every object and peculiarities of phenomenon and peculiarities of laws and various forces, all this. Even your four forces, nuclear force, etc., all of them, Vaichitra Chitrikritam. This Idam Jagat. Chitrikritam Idam Jagat. Now understand, it's all Idam Jagat Vishesha. Maya Kalpita Desha Kala Kalana Vaichitra Chitrikritam Idam Jagat Bijasya Antaha Iva Nirvikalpam Asit Punaha, again Vaichitra Chitrikritam. Again it was created in this particular form. Idam Jagat Vaichitra Chitrikritam means Yad Jagate Nirvikalpam Asit Pura, before. Now it has become again as it was before, again Chitrikritam Maya. Okay. For all this you require Bijasyantaha, when you say Ankuraha Iva, then there you require varieties of factors. As I told you, sun is required, air is required, Vayu is required, earth is required, water is required. All this, some protection is required also. All these are necessary for that to rise, for the sprout to come. Yes, true. Now, who created this Jagat? By Chitra Chitri Kritam. The Kritam is there. Maya Kalpita iti. This Maya is, suppose, is it Prakriti? Is it something independent, like Pradhanam of the Sankhya iti? No. No. Because it has to be in this hands of a conscious being. This Maya is conscious, because it is the Upadhi of Brahman, which is Satyam Jnanam Anantam, which is consciousness, and therefore it is Ishvara here. With Maya it is Ishvara, conscious being. And therefore that Nirishvara Sankhya is negated. Then the fellow Sankhya philosophy, where the Pradhana itself, Maya itself, equivalent to Maya, he calls it Pradhanam, that creates everything. No, cannot create everything. And there must be a creator. All right. If there is a creator, all-knowing, almighty, etc., we can now think of that, whose power is Maya. With that Maya alone, this Deshakala and everything else has come. Iti. Chitrikritam. Maya Kalpita. If that is so, that Mayavi should have certain what we call Sahakaris. He must have help to create. Like even the agriculturist so needs lot of help. for the sprout to come. He needs help, even though he sows the seed. Even if he doesn't sow, also somehow these things continue. There is a wild rice, there is wild, everything wild was there, understand? The wild was always there. And then afterwards, it is converted, hybrids you get. There was a wild sugar cane, there was a wild mango tree, there was a wild, everything was there before. That is the original. Then afterwards you can create hybrids, your own interference. Then you put two things together and then create hybrid. You can do that. And it's available. That is also within the order of Ishvara. Mutation possible. And therefore, so is there this the sahakari means all the secondary causes necessary. Where what kind of secondary causes he had? He says nothing. There is a material necessary, that is Maya. And therefore he says, the Maya viva vijrumbhayatyapi Mahayogi vayasvechaya. Mayavi iva. This is an example here. In order to obviate the necessity so conceived by an individual in understanding this, the secondary causes. You know, that secondary causes have to be negated here. If the secondary causes are there already, then who created them? The same question will be there. And therefore, the secondary causes are not necessary here. They are all later. And therefore, he says, Swa-ichchaya, swasya sankalpa matrena. That Mayavi, here Mayavi means what? The one who wields the Maya, one who is not under the spell of Maya. The one who is not under the spell of Maya is said here by this example, Mayavi iva. Two examples are here, both are necessary. Like a magician. Mayavi iva. Like a magician. Like a magician. Vijrumbhayati. Magician. Here the magician that they talk about is the magician who makes you see things which are not there. That is a magician. That is our Shastric magician. This is an good old magician. And so he hypnotizes you. He creates an illusion. And that is the magician. That is the magician we talk about. And this magician, out of his own head, he produces things which do not exist at all. And so makes you see. That's all. You see, therefore it is. That afterwards it goes away. This is the Mayavi. Mayavi iva. So Mayavi, the magician, without taking any help, etc., how he is able to make you see things? And similarly, another thing, the Mayavi, how a magician does not come under the spell of Maya. He makes out of himself and does not come under the spell of Maya. Like even people, who are telling and narrating a jocular story, an episode, something jocular. And then suppose they themselves begin laughing before they tell the story. Then you have nothing to laugh except at this laughing fellow. So you can perhaps laugh, but there is no laughter for what he is going to say. So you have to be on top of it. Make everybody laugh, and along with them you can laugh, but not before. So the very thought of it makes you laugh, and that's not good. You should learn how to keep that laughter under control and make them laugh. Along with them you can also laugh. That's okay. That's fun. And therefore, here, this is the example, the Mayavi iva. The one who does not come under the spell of Maya, wielding the Maya, the one who has no self-ignorance, ityarthaha, the one who has no self-ignorance, and naturally, therefore, being aware of himself alone, wielding this Maya, creates this Jagat. Mayavi iva vijrumbhayati. Oh, Swaichaya, by his own sankalpa. That means this Jagat is not Vyavahara Yogya. It is not Vyavahara Yogya. It is not useful for any kind of transaction. It won't be empirically true, even though it is Maya creation, but still empirically true. The pot holds water. But a pot which you are made to see, which doesn't exist at all, that doesn't hold any water. It is of no use. The flowers, the fellow Mayavi, the magician, so makes you see. But those flowers, you can't wear them. Even if you wear them, they disappear because they are pradibhasika. They are not true. Therefore, the example Mayavi Iva is only to prove the point. The one who is not under the spell of Maya, like a magician who doesn't come under the spell of his own magic, he should not. Then he can't perform magic. There is only example there. No more, don't stretch the example. Then in order to avoid that stretching of the example, he says, Mahayogi Vayasvechaya. Vishwamitra and others were great Mahayogis. Vishwamitra sent Trishanku to Swarga, to heaven, by his recommendation, because he was pleased with Trishanku. But Trishanku did not deserve to go to heaven. He had to go to Naraka. And he sent, oh, come on, you can go to heaven. I will send you. So he sent to heaven by his power, yogic power, he sent him to heaven. Indra told him, forget it. You go down, you can't come here. So he was coming down. He said, Vishwamitra, where are you? And where are you? So where are you? Where Vishwamitra? In fact, Vishwamitra has got a very nice name. Very dangerous fellow. Vishwasya Mitra. He is a Mitramiti, Vishwamitraha. So one for whom this entire Vishwa is a friend. Or he is a friend of all the Vishwa, the entire people. He is not a friend. He is a friend. He can be an enemy also. It's very dangerous. And so he is a friend, of course, here. For Trishanku, he was friendly, all right. So Trishanku was coming down. Then Vishwamitra got angry. If Indra cannot give a heaven, I give you a heaven. Stop there. He stopped there. He was coming down. Pada, pada, pada. He was coming down. Then he stopped him. Stop there. He stopped. Created a world for him. And even today he is in his own Swarga. Trishanku. It's called Trishanku Swarga. Ikkada ledu, akkada ledu. And therefore, the Trishanku, so in between he has got a world of his own. And which is empirically true. That is why Mahayogi Vayasvechaya. Purana Prasiddha Mahayoginam Iva. Swaichaya. These are Purana Prasiddha. An example you can draw either from your own world experience or from mythology also, because it is not Drishtanta, it is Shrutanta. There are Drishtanta, there is Shrutanta. So anything that is seen by you, you can use it as an example. And then there is anything that is heard by you also can be used as an example. Sruta Sadrisha. Anta is Sadrisha. Drishtantaham Drishta Sadrisha. So something equal to what you have seen. So that is the Srutanta. In Puranas, we hear Vishwamitradi yogis creating out of their own sankalpa situations like that. So empirically true. They are all empirically true. Therefore, this entire Jagat, Ishvara Srishtam Vyavaharikam, it has got all the rules and all the orders, etc., all of them Vyavaharikam. Vyavahara Yogya. So this Vyavahara Yogyam Jagati, Idam Jagati, Mayavi Iva. Vijrumbhayati yaha. So, be not coming under the spell of Maya like a magician who creates, but a world which is empirically true, like the ones created by the Maha Yogis, as we hear in the Puranas. We have to add that. Maha Yogis. No, don't ask me, is there a Maha Yogi now who can create that kind of a world, etc.? Don't ask me. It is Purana Prasiddhi. Purana Prasiddhi. So, Mahayogi Vayasvechaya Vijrambayati Yaha Tasmai Parameshwaraya Sri Dakshinamurtaye Idam Namaha. This salutation unto that Lord, who is my Guru Murti, who is Sri Dakshinamurti. So unto him this Namaskara, this Namaskara. So we'll further look into this. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti